here is the video review for Fans Hobby MB-29, the Blaster Team micro robot set, based off of the Armada Space Team, aka Requiem Blaster, and we'll show that all off here as we go. We got Astroscope over here, who is a satellite. We've got Sky Blast, who's a little rocket ship, and Payload, who's a little missile truck, can carry Sky Blast around. And it doesn't have, I saw some early complaints that it doesn't have the connector port. And there are some little holes here on his forearms, but they don't match these pegs here on Sky Blast. And you can kind of rest Sky Blast on top of Payload, but he actually does attach, I have found out, because there are, right here on the top of this cab, I don't know how easy they are to see, maybe you'll see them right there. There's a couple little tabs right here on the edge that are exactly as wide as this little gap here on the arm of Skyburst. So if you put this, if you take this and you put those little tabs in this gap, it kind of clicks into place. And while it's not the sturdiest connection, like it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to pop it apart. Let me get back in there. Well, now it's not cooperating, but it is, like, I mean, like, I'm not shaking it super hard, but it does stay together. So you can have Payload carry Sky Blast around. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't take a whole lot of, the slightest bit of angular motion here will pop it apart real easily. But it does actually kind of clip on there, and like I said, stay together through a little bit of shaking. So you can put Sky Blast on Payload and have them roll around together. I wonder if it probably won't work the other way. Picking up Sky Blast and having Payload stay attached works. I don't know that, I think if you picked up Payload and turn them up, well, no, actually, again, too much shaking and it will wibble that off of there, but you can attach them like that. Again, just some little tabs back here on the back of, can you see, I'm trying to see if we can, well, try to get a piece, there you go, you can see them right there, little tabs on the back of the cab. Go right in this groove right here. Anyway, here they are. They transform into robots. So we'll go ahead and do that. Payload's arms don't collapse in. They're on little ball joints here, so it's real easy to kind of whack them out of angle, but it's okay. Yeah, anyway, split his legs. You can actually also have this back here, but I have found like there's a little gap here. You can lock this in to the cab part as well. Anyway, open that up, bring his arms out. You do want this actually folded down for robot mode. And then this piece folds down and then pushes in to form his chest. So he's got the ball joint shoulders. He does have a head swivel, ball joint hips, and hinge knees here. Oh, I gotta turn his waist around. Ah, come here, you. So his knees work the proper way. So there's Payload, Astroscope. You just kind of fold these down to form his legs, fold his head up, and then, actually I think his head goes this way, and then fold his torso together while folding the arms out and around. And then he does have an elbow there, ball joint hips, hinge knees, and he also has a head swivel. You can rotate this arm forward. The missile does launch on a spring. It's not super powerful, but it does launch there. Okay, it does go in one singular way. It is possible to get him to stand with his arms straight down. Leaning it forward a little bit gives you a little bit more leeway in balancing him. But he can stand. Like I said, he's just very heavy because of that giant launcher on his hand. And then Sky Blast, his little head pops up out of his core chest here. The arms separate out, or the legs separate out, and rotate around like this. This arm rotates up and comes down, and bends forward to the elbow. This arm rotates up, comes down, and also has an elbow. Now you just got little forelegs. You can bend that leg right there. You can bend this up if you want to make him look more centaurish. But bend, like, if you bend this forward, it does kind of lock his knees in place. He doesn't have a whole lot of movement there. because it's the same hinge up here. It's his knee. And he doesn't have a whole lot of movement anyway because of this piece. But, you know. But because he has 4 feet, he's very sturdy. And again, swivel at the neck, shoulder swivel up and down, elbow, does have a waist swivel, ball joint hips, thigh swivel, and hinge knee. He's probably the most articulated of them as a robot. Yeah, a nice little representation of the team. And of course, they do combine into the Requiem Blaster itself. It's easier to do that from vehicle mode, but, you know, not the end of the world if you don't do it from vehicle mode. Just basically turn him back into a spaceship. Bring this up. And again, these don't lock in place. There are a couple of tabs here on his arm, though, and there are a couple little slots in between his legs. So when you get it all lined up right, that it does go together, that those slots fit in, and you know that's when you know you got it all lined up right. But they're mostly there to line up. It doesn't really lock into place here, which is mildly frustrating when you go to connect it into the blaster mode, but not the end of the world. This comes out to the side here like that. But yeah, take this, fold it out to the side. Now, a lot of the pictures for this, you know, with the tabs on the bottom, this out to the side, have this arm folded down. Like here it folds up at the elbow. And a lot of the early promotional pictures have this folded down at the elbow. And you can't do that here. At first I thought this was on backwards, but it's oriented right for robot mode. Because this side is squared off. You could kind of shave this hard edge down and give him rotation to fold it down this way. But up or down or even straight out to the side, it still works just fine for alt mode. And then basically turn payload back into his vehicle mode. You do want to lock the up here. Use those tabs to lock this handle in place. Well, first you want to come up here, kind of push this through. Once you get this pushed out a little bit, this handle, because it has the groove to slide into the larger robots things, you can kind of get your fingernail in there and fold that up and around like this. And again, there are some slots here in the thighs that you can kind of get this into. Oh, you got to rotate this around, sorry. Rotate his waist around like that. And then you can lock this in. I'm doing something wrong because now I can't. Because you want to plug the rocket, this should go like this. What have I done? I've done something silly. Oh, no, I did it right, sorry. I was looking at this thing and thinking it was the right one. So yeah, bring this back and lock it into place and then fold this up. This peg is what's going to go in the rocket in Skyblast rear. So yeah, like that, groove on the back, fold it up like that. And then you'll take these two pegs, will peg in right here into the blue pieces, and this will kind of slightly peg into this. And then you want to make sure you have the legs, because of the way these hip joints work, it's easy to get them lined up. You want to make sure this little blue part is sticking out just a smidge from the gold thrusters, otherwise you won't be able to peg it into this. And it can still be because these those tabs line up with the things but don't actually lock in place. Sometimes it's really easy to, after you peg this in, hard to get this to tab in on the back without pushing the whole thing apart, because it's kind of a tight fit. But even if you don't, like, it'll stay together if you don't get that locked in. It's just a little frustrating to get it all together, because you gotta use a little bit of force to push it together, and if it doesn't line up right, and because there's an elbow hinge in there, it's really easy to blow that whole, we got it, but it's really easy to blow that whole section open when you're doing it. But you have this like this, and then astroscope, turn him back into a satellite, leave these down flat like this, bend his elbow, you can see there's a little groove there, and that's going to slot right into Skyblast like that. And then you've got one mode for the Requiem Blaster here. And you can also, you can have this handle back here, you can move it forward if you want as well. You untab it, you can bring this forward, bring this down, and it will clip into place here. and it will kind of tab in there. So you've got a couple different ways to have that handle. If this is if there's too much of this to keep a larger robot from holding it, you can bring the handle back so it doesn't. All this doesn't get in the way of an elbow bend. See, this is, there we go. So yeah, you got a couple different handle options there as well. The other option you can do is, if you want to have it more like a tripod sniper rifle, you can rotate his waist like this and spread his legs out like that as like kind of an angled thing, and then flip the head up as treat it like a scope, like that, which looks all right, but it's not my main way of doing it. Personally, I like this looking like an ammo clip, but whatever. And again, it'd be nice. You can fold this up if you want to get it out of the way. You can see here I'm having some issues with this, getting this all lined up right now. There we go. Oh, it can just lock together. But anyway, it's got the little groove in the handle, and you can give it to, here we just got Prime with the space pants here. Naval Commander with his space pants, and now we'll give him the space team, and he'll just be all spaced up. Why are you suddenly not standing straight? Whatever. Okay, just open this up. And for a larger robot like this, you can have the handle forward. Like I said, for a smaller robot, you want to bring the handle back here so it's not getting in the way of stuff. But then there's a little groove, just like all the other ones. You just kind of slide it in there. Get his thumb out of the way here. Come on, there we go. Straighten it back up. You know what? Wait, why are you? There we go. Okay, now everything's come all loose, but that's my fault. There. Yeah, there it is, Prime Naval Commander holding the Requiem. Boy, you really did just do all kinds of weird stuff. There we go. And again, you can shoot the missile here with a modicum of force. Like I said, it's not the strongest spring-loaded missile they have put in their products. It's not the weakest either. But yeah, you got the Requiem Blaster. And that's the MB-29 Blaster team from Fans Hobby. It's another solid release. I like the little teams. So we got Shield team around here somewhere. And the Skyboom Shield, or not the Skyboom Shield, the Star Saber team is Megatron's holding it right now. Meg Tyranno. But yeah, there's the MB-29 Blaster team from Fans Hobby. I know that their Wing Saber is coming soon. Like there's a Wing Saber by itself, and then there's one that comes with the smaller robot cab as a set. And that smaller robot cab apparently has different faceplates. And I don't know how swappable they are. I haven't pulled out my Energy Commander to see how swappable it would be. I don't know if you get the faceplates with Wing Saber or if you have to buy the set with the smaller robot to get those new faceplates that fit a little better in the way they've designed the head. So I'm hoping they come with Wing Saber or that they send the new faceplates or the new head with them so I can show those off. But either way, I'm looking forward to Wing Saber. I've seen some pictures are starting to come out of in-hand final versions of it combined, and it looks really cool. So that'll be up soon. I'm trying to think what else is coming. I've got some stuff pre-ordered. This is the last member of Iron Factory's Lyle Kaiser. Their Death Cobra should be coming soon-ish, I hope. I've got some add-on kits for Scorponok coming, but I don't know if I'll review those or if I'm going to keep those pre-orders. There's a new Megatron coming from MMC in their reformatted line. It's the same body as their Optimus, their Promenon coming, but it's the same kind of core robot, but it turns into a tank. It looks like Megatron. Looking forward to that. I've got that pre-ordered. I've got some standard Legacy stuff pre-ordered. I'm probably going to get Legacy Wasp when I can find it. I've been getting into Beyblades lately. They're fun. I'm probably not going to review Beyblades. They're just fun little toys for $7 or $8. You can get a new top and you can spin it in a stadium and watch them just smack the crap out of each other, and it's just very primal and fun. Anyway, hope you all are having a good time. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, to the best of you can with everything going on. Hang in there. It'll get better. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm tired. I just want to say hey to everybody. I hope everything's going well. It's been a long week here. We had a snowstorm that looked like it was going to be really bad. I made preparations to weather this big old snowstorm that then petered out. And it's just been a long week. If you haven't checked out Phasmophobia, it's out on console now. It's a fun little ghost hunting game that I play with some friends online. It's super fun once you get the hang of it. And it's a lot more fun to play with people. That's about it for me right now. I don't have a whole lot going on, but I hope you all are doing well. Take it easy. Have fun. Talk to you soon.